Welcome to Firepit Conversations. I'm your host, Ronnie.
And I'm Aaron.
And we are so excited for the season 2 finale. We've been at this thing for 2 whole seasons. Like, isn't that crazy to you?
2 seasons.
I know, like, it's wild. To me, it's wild.
It's
like
crazy.
It's crazy. I can't believe that almost a year ago we started this this journey of our podcast.
And we in deep now. It's too far. We can't look back.
No. Can't look back. Y'all, we got something special planned for y'all because as the finale is here, let me tell you how wild this is. We're actually both recording together. Both of us, we are here. We are in the same place.
At the same time.
With the same folk.
In the same cup, but different drinks.
Different drinks. So, we like to start with a check-in. So I'm going to go ahead and start with you, Aaron. Oh. How are you? How are you, brother?
Good. I was gone for 2 weeks. I was in Arizona for 2 weeks. And now I'm back. And I'm ready to just, I'm looking forward to Puerto Rico.
Oh, yeah. Y'all, in case you don't know, we are taking a joint vacation. It's been like 2 or 3 years since we had a joint vacation. So we're going to take a joint vacation together. Which I'm super excited about. So I agree with you.
Yeah, Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Hopefully San Juan or somewhere in the area, maybe somewhere else. Who knows?
Who knows? We love a little Puerto Rico. We need a little trip.
We need a little trip. We've been working hard.
Right. So
yeah.
Speaking of working hard, what's new with you, Ronnie?
Yo, you know what? I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm just ready for summer break. As an educator, we look forward to this time where we are off of work. But here's the thing. People think that we get paid over the summer. The truth of the matter is this, in case we have some people who have kids in the school, realm, the truth of the matter is we don't get paid over the summer. What happens is they break up our contract over 10 months instead of 12. So what we're getting paid in the summertime is just residual of what we've already been paid, right? So we really, technically speaking, we don't get paid over summer. They just kind of decrease our salary.
And then it just expanded.
Right. It's just expanded.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I see.
Aaron, what did you bring to the fire pit? Like, I see it because we're here together. So I see it. But tell the people what you brought to the fire pit.
Old Faithful.
What's Old Faithful?
Sweet tea whiskey from our good fellas and ladies. A Firefly Distillery.
Yeah.
With a little bit of Calypso triple melon lemonade.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds so good. That sounds so good.
How about you, Ronnie? What are you drinking today?
So I brought to the fire pit Crown Apple. This is my Old Faithful. Crown Apple with a splash, and I mean a splash of cranberry juice.
You want a splash from the gun of cranberry juice.
That's it. Just a little splash. That's it. So, y'all, for our season finale, we asked you all for questions that you may have had either from us or our past guests from this season. And then we also asked you guys to share your burn-ups with us. And we're so excited because we got an overwhelming response of those burn-ups, those things that really have ticked you off, grind your gears, burnt your biscuits, whatever you want to call it.
Overcooked your grits.
Yeah. Oh, not lumpy grits. Lumpy, dry, unseasoned grits.
Overcooked them.
Oh, yeah. So we have a list of things, and we hope we're going to be able to get to as many of them as possible because it was an overwhelming amount, right? So we're going to try our best to get to all of them. But before we do that, we wanted to talk about something that's near and dear to both of our hearts. This is the month of May, and the month of May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Okay?
Yes.
So it's so important that, you can be an educator, you can be a manager, you can be a nurse, whatever your profession, the thing that you do to ensure that you have money deposited into your account frequently and regularly. But like, what are the things that you're doing to ensure that you are a mentally well person? Right? So, Aaron, I'm just going to go ahead and ask you, what are some of the things that you do to ensure your mental health is in check, to make sure that you are okay?
I smoke weed.
Okay.
and I allot time for myself.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are the two biggest things. Like you have to always have a space where you can, you know, debrief yourself on your day, prepare for the day. That's a place you need where you can just be by yourself and meditate and do whatever you need to do. So that's one thing I do. So
Mm-hmm.
what I do is I go to my space and I meditate with me and Mary Jane. Um, so that's what I usually do to protect my mental space. And I guess also I just don't allow negative stuff in my positive bubble.
Oh, oh, can you speak more, just a little bit more on that? Because I don't know if people are understanding of what that entails or what that takes to do so.
It takes a lot of not giving a fuck and also a lot of not allowing people to dictate your emotions.
Mm, mm-hmm,
Only you can, determine how you feel throughout the day. So if you let someone dictate your emotions, like you have somebody, start your day or work, and let's say you had to go to the office and your boss chews you out or something, it's your choice whether that's going to determine your whole day or is it going to just determine that one moment.
oh,
So
yeah.
with that, I try to I don't let shit
Bother
bother
you.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
yeah.
I really don't care. At the end of the day, if it ain't harming me, if it ain't doing anything like that, then I don't care. Like you don't have to you can and then at the age we're at, you can actually, determine who you hang out with. You can
Mm-hmm.
determine what conversations you have, determine who you want in your circle. Um and with that, you can determine the outcome of your day and your week and your evening, really, just with everything. So if I just don't, if you got negative shit, I don't want to know about it. I don't care. And then B, I'm not allowing it into my aura
Mm-hmm.
of positivity.
Mm, mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
how
Mm-hmm.
about you, Ronnie? What's a way that you decompress, you relieve your stress, you make sure that your mental is always in check, make sure that you're as much as you care about, the kids and care about your parents and everybody else, how does Ronnie make sure that Ronnie is good?
I think one of the biggest things that I do drink. So kind of like how you deal with the weed and the Mary Jane,
Right.
like it for me, like drinking is something that I enjoy, and I'm not getting sloshed out, or it's not a
Hmm.
drunken state. It's not a thing where like I'm choosing alcohol over my bills, right? It's
Right.
just a thing like I know that if it's been a stressful day, if it's been a successful day, I can either celebrate or cope with a cocktail. And I love the way that having a cocktail kind of makes me feel. But I want to be clear that it is not a
Drink responsibly
right,
is
drink
what he said.
responsibly. Like, I'm not saying like, oh, drink in excess, don't pay your bills for a bottle. I'm not saying that. What I do is I enjoy my cocktail. It kind of gives me a time to decompress and,
Hmm.
just chill and relax. But the other thing that I do is I separate who I am from what I do.
Mm. That's go into that one because that's deep.
So I feel like so many people are like, I'm a teacher, I'm a nurse, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, da 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 da. No, you're none of those, in my opinion,
Yeah,
you're
that's
none of those things. You are a human being.
right.
And whether you nurse for a living, whether you're a doctor for a living, whether you're a teacher for a living, whether you are a sales
Whatever.
clerk, whatever the case may be, like it's what you do, it's not who you are. And
Right.
I feel like sometimes we get caught up in the what we do defines the person that we are.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm a human being.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And just because I don't curse in the school building, that doesn't mean that I don't curse at all. Just because I don't drink in the school building doesn't mean that I don't enjoy a drink. I am who I am, and my job is what I do. And I've been really intentional with making sure that I
Mm-hmm.
differentiate the two. So when people ask me now, like, oh, so what do you do for a living? I work in education. That's what I do.
Mm-hmm.
I am not
Mm.
a teacher,
Educator.
counselor, educator. I
Okay.
am a person who works in education. If you want to ask me who I am as a person, I am a Black male in the world.
Yeah, I like that.
And I feel
I
like
like that.
because if you don't separate the two, like you'll get lost in like, oh, I can't do this because I
Right.
work in this field. I can't do that because I do that. No, I'm a person. I'm a person
First,
first.
first and foremost,
Before I worked in education, before you worked in,
a business consultant.
as a business consultant,
Correct.
you were who you were already,
Yeah,
you know?
100%. I mean, it goes same thing with this adoption. I'm adopted. That doesn't mean adoption is who I am. It's what I am.
Yeah, it's what I am. It's not who I am. And I think that knowing the difference and continuing to um create your identity around who you are versus what you do or what you've been through is so important. So I try to make sure that I differentiate between the 2.
And I want to add to that because I read something. My other thing I do is I make sure everyone's seen.
Say
You
so.
know,
Say it again.
so I be in my Bible some of the time.
You be in the word a
So
little bit?
yeah, so I was just reading something and it said, just make sure everyone's seen. So I try to make sure everyone's seen. If I'm at the restaurant, the server, you say thank you every time. Whomever you say good morning to, just walking by, it doesn't matter, stranger, whatever. So I try to make sure everyone is seen.
Hmm.
So I'm passing on that positive light. So if you got negative shit, you either gonna not say good morning. I know not to bring you even any closer to me.
Hmm. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I love that.
Okay,
I love that so much.
you ready?
So, yeah. So, what we want you all to understand and to know is that because May is Mental Health Awareness Month, is make sure that you are okay. Make sure that you have a plan to create boundaries, maintain boundaries. Make sure that you are able to differentiate between what you do and who you are, versus always
Right.
uh, becoming a victim to what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, take care of you, put you first. You are number one. Like, if you are a parent, you cannot be the best parent if you're not the best you. If you're a teacher, you can't be the best teacher unless you are okay. If you are a business consultant, you can't be the best business consultant unless you are okay. So make sure that you put you as a priority and
Yep.
not an option.
That's it. That's it. That's mental health right there.
That's
One on
mental
one
health.
for you.
Yeah.
One on one.
And if you find that you are really struggling with your mental health, if you find that you are really um, being in this constant battle between who you are, what you do, or what you need and what you want, so on and so forth, seek help.
Yeah. Talk to somebody. It is no shame in talking to somebody.
None at all. It's already hard enough out in this world. So you don't have to battle things alone. You don't have to go through things by yourself.
There's a
Talk to
number.
somebody.
There's a number for everything.
Yeah, 211, 411, 911, whatever 11 you want, it's there. It's available. So do what you need to do to be the best version of you. Is that
That's
fair to
it.
say?
That's fair to say.
Okay. All right, so we have a list of things that have burnt people up, and they are from the people who have supported us over the past 1 to 2 seasons, the people who have encouraged and motivated us and really let us know that what we're doing is good and they like
Mhm.
it. And so we get a lot of people flooding our social media telling us, like, oh my gosh, I love the burn it up segment. Oh my gosh, I want to share my burn it up.
Yep. So now's y'all's time to shine.
Right.
We're gonna
So
start this. You want me to start it?
I want you to start. So we have a list of the things. We have a list of people's burn ups, and we've written each one down and we put it in a bowl. So we're gonna shift around the bowl, and then we're gonna talk about them because it's important. So Aaron's gonna go first, and I really hope that he can read my writing because he may care. Boston leading.
Oh, okay. Bosses that lead in fear.
Mm.
Ooh, that's a good one. Especially in my profession. Bosses that lead in fear. Thank you for this one because I feel like a lot of bosses are leading in fear at
Hmm.
this moment and stage, whether they're feeling they want to be in that vulnerable state. Um, Leading in fear isn't good for anybody.
Right.
Leading in fear doesn't even translate to training and coaching and anything very well. Leading in fear is just going to make it that it's going to make it difficult for everybody.
Hmm. Hmm.
You shouldn't want to be feared as a leader.
Right.
You should want to be respected, I
Mm.
feel like,
Mm.
but being feared as a leader, that's nothing to brag about. You shouldn't want to say, "Oh, when I come in, my team straightens up, buttons they tie, crosses their legs and bows their head." Like, who wants to do that? You should want to be like, when you come into a place, people like, oh, it's great seeing them today. But even though, or it should be even different. Like, man, they such a great leader. They deserve some time off.
Hmm.
Or you know what? I'm gonna work for this person because I respect them. I don't. When you lead in fear, it usually leads to a high turnover rate
Yeah.
because you can pay people whatever, but people only stay at jobs because of the environment. To be honest, the
Hmm.
management
Hmm.
stay there because of. I mean, when you stay there long, it's because of the culture. And if you have a leader that's leading in fear, it's going to bring the culture down. It's going to bring turmoil to the teams that leader is leading. And at the end of the day, as a leader, if you're leading in fear, you're not going to have many followers.
Mm. So, yeah, I agree with that. Like, it's so wild to me that people lead in fear instead of like respect. Because when I hear that a person leads in fear, the only thing that I hear is that that their system, their company, whatever the case may be, lacks consistency.
Hmm. Yeah,
Right?
that and maybe they were bullied as a kid.
Oh.
They usually have to. They're power trip. Like they're
Mm-hmm.
over expressing their power because they've never had that power growing up.
Right.
They've always been the one in the shadows, but now that they have some spotlight, they want to make sure that everybody sees the light of their light, sees their light.
They're like, yeah, I agree. I just think that if you have system, like if your big boss comes into town and you're nervous, like why you nervous? Because
You're not doing it
honestly,
right.
you're not doing right. Like that means that your company, your job, your organization, your business, whatever the case may be, you don't have systems that are well run and operated. So
Correct.
if you always do what's always right, it doesn't matter if the president of the United States come in because
Right.
you're always doing what's right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like that one.
That was a good one.
That was a good burner. Okay, you want me to go next?
Yeah, you go next.
Okay,
Oh, that one fell
that
out.
one fell. Okay, all right, all right, all right. So the next one is people naming their kids effed up names.
Fucked up names. We'll say it. We ain't gonna
Okay,
edit that.
okay,
Fucked up names.
like naming their kids fucked up. Okay, so here's the thing. You all know I work in education, and so for me, like naming kids that names that are don't spell the way that they're supposed to, they're not phonetically correct, or they're just crazy. Like if you name a newborn Bertha, that's fucking crazy to me in 2024.
Bertha, what about like Ingrid or something like
Ingrid, Eula, Geraldine, like that shit is crazy. Like why? Why?
that? Yeah.
I don't want no. I don't want no 2 month old Eula May.
I don't like it with the two names, like Lisa Marie or Lisa Ann or something like that. The first
Mm.
that, but it just be these other ones like unique or
Or it's unique, but it's spelled not like the way unique is spelled.
yeah,
Like you want the name to be unique, and then you want it to be spelled
right,
in a unique way.
right.
Why? Listen, let me tell you the craziest name that I've ever heard on a roster.
What?
I knew a little girl. Her middle name is Baby Fat.
Baby fat, like with a
Baby Fat.
P.
Yeah, Baby
Uh huh. Yeah, with a
Phat.
P. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes. That's her middle name, Baby Fat.
You know what Glorilla's real name is?
Hallelujah.
Yeah, Gloria Hallelujah.
Like,
Hallelujah.
come on now. Why are we doing this to our children? Like, let them be able to phonetically spell their names correctly. Let us make sure that we are able to,
Right.
it fits. Like,
Yeah.
and sometimes it has to change with the time,
Yeah, it does.
right?
Yeah.
But like Beulah was good in, the early 1900s, 19, 20, 30, 40, 50. Don't name your child Beulah in 2024.
Not at all.
Don't do it.
No, not at all.
No.
I'm not even a big Sylvia fan.
No.
That was my aunt and my grandmother named Sylvia. You can't be named Sylvia.
You can't be named Sylvia in 2024.
Hell no.
Hell nah. Don't do that. Aaron, you ready to pick another one?
Yeah, let's see.
Pick a good one.
Restaurants without fruit punch. Restaurants without fruit punch.
This is what we got, was restaurants without fruit punch. But I take it like...
Do you know who wrote that one?
I do know who wrote that one.
Are they gonna get... Can I speak my truth on this?
Speak your truth.
Why the fuck you go to a restaurant ordering fruit punch? What the hell? You know what? I hope this was Aubrey.
It wasn't. It was not.
I'm
Someone
just
close
kidding.
to her age, though.
Oh, okay, someone
Yeah.
close to your age. That makes sense. Okay, now that makes sense. I was about to say, if this is an adult over 21,
No,
okay,
she's a teen.
okay, that makes sense now. I was about to say, why are you ordering fruit punch anyway? Like they ain't got dino nuggets on the menu either.
But no, so I take it back to, like there are restaurants who will do Coke versus Pepsi.
Right,
so like if you want Sprite, but they only have Sierra Mist, but you don't like Sierra Mist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that goes back to like areas, because even when I travel, like when you go up north, it's Pepsi. When you go out west, it's either or. And when you go to the Midwest, it's usually Pepsi. When it's Coke is really Southern.
It's Southern.
It's Southern. So I mean, but even when I was a server, we didn't have fruit punch. I would just mix together some pineapple juice, some orange juice, some cranberry juice, some grenadine, put a cherry on top. But I mean, I get what you're saying. Now that makes sense. Now I was about to say, what grown ass adult is ordering fruit punch?
I just think, like I said, it's a
But
matter
I
of,
agree with you. You just want something juicy, fruity, that's not a soda.
Yes.
And that's not water.
Yeah.
And there's no alcohol because you can't drink.
Because you can't drink.
So you just want a fruit punch. Okay, now that makes sense.
Yeah.
We used to have the Fruitopia though. You remember that?
Okay, Fruitopia and the red drink in the clear bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
Okay.
Pick a great one.
Oh, okay. When you are stuck in traffic and the drivers are doing everything but driving.
Oh, that's good.
What is the craziest thing that you have seen while driving, maybe stuck in traffic? What's the craziest thing that you've ever seen?
I seen somebody smoking a bong in their car while driving.
Now that's ridiculous.
See somebody, yeah, they were smoking.
That's crazy to me. So mine is somebody reading a book. Like, we are stuck in traffic. Traffic is moving at a glacier pace. And you are reading a book. Why? Put
they got audio
down.
Now.
No, but right, they have audiobooks. You have no reason to be stopped on the middle of whatever and reading your book. Like, why? I'm confused.
Gotta be. I can't read when driving or riding. It makes me nauseous. Like if I'm reading a magazine and either somebody's driving and I'm reading something, or it make me nauseous every time.
I just don't get, I've seen people putting on their makeup.
I see that on a daily basis.
Like, that's crazy to me.
I can see blood. Like they're powdering, putting the powder on, but they be doing their lashes
on. pumping them up.
I really want to cut them off and make them have to, stop short and then poke their eye.
I don't want to do that, but that's a lot.
Mm.
Like, don't do that.
Yeah, I agree. Let's get to the next one. We
Okay.
got a lot. Transracial adoption.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm gonna let you start
Enough.
on this.
I'm gonna let you go first.
No,
What are your me?
okay. I
Start.
think
You start.
we've discussed this before. I think it's two stages to it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a stage where you have transracial adoption, and you have the adopted parent, the parents who have adopted child want to bring the child into their world, and then you have the parents who have adopted a transracial child, and they want to join the child's world.
Okay.
So I think there are two different things. Like, let's say this for instance, you got Sandra Bullock.
Okay.
Sandra Bullock is in no way, shape, or form trying to bring her transracial kids into her white celebrity world.
Okay.
Then you have the kids that, I mean, you have the parents that adopt transracial, and they want to bring, let's for instance say a Caucasian family with a black kid. They want to bring them to sports clips or great clips for a haircut. That's the two extremes. I'm not against it, but I just think that you should have to understand that you have to join when having a baby, the baby should always join your world. But if you adopt a transracial baby, you have to join that baby's
Mm-hmm.
world and culture.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know, that's where I'm at. You know, I try to make sure that I am not being too harsh. You know, my brother makes kind of helps to keep me a little grounded, but I agree with you 100%. Like, I don't have no issue with people of other ethnicities adopting children that are opposite their ethnicity or different from their
I
ethnicity.
have to disagree with that, Roddy.
Why?
I think you have a problem with it.
I don't have a problem. So here's my okay.
Yeah, so
Aaron,
go ahead and
okay,
say
so
it. Go
here's
ahead and
my
say it.
issue. Here's my issue. Here's my problem. My problem is simply this.
Mm.
I don't think it's okay for you to be a white couple who
Mhm.
adopt a black child, but this
Uh-huh.
white couple lives in a predominantly white neighborhood, which means that their school that the child would attend is a predominantly white school. And so this child is always othered. They see no one that looks like them in the home. They see no one that looks like them at the family reunion, the cookout, whatever. They don't see anyone who looks like them in the schoolhouse. Like, to me, that is a problem. And so I go back to your sports clips.
Mhm.
If you are not taking that child, that black child and adopted white parents, right? If you're not taking that child to a barber that is, I think it's the
Ethnic. We'll
adjectives.
say ethnic barber.
No, I'm saying that the name of the barber shop describes the type of cut you're getting, right? Sports clips versus uppercuts, right?
Right.
My barber, the where I go to, my barber shop's name is Precision Cuts, which means that you are going to get a cut that is precise. I don't know what a sports clip looks like.
It
I
looks
don't
like
know
a
how that looks. And so if I feel like if parents who are raising children are unable or unwilling to be uncomfortable,
okay.
that's my issue. Like, this black child in a white household, this Asian child in a black household, whatever you want to call it, if that child is always othered, that is problematic to me.
What about a white kid in a black household?
I don't see that always happening. Personally, I don't see it always happening. I don't see a lot of black families adopting white children. Do you?
Never.
I don't.
But
I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but what I'm saying is, if you're unwilling or unable to ensure that that child feels included. So if you live in a all white neighborhood and you got this black child, I need you to move.
Mm.
If that black child is gonna go to an all-white school, I need you to move.
Mm.
And I need you to feel uncomfortable. It's okay to live in the hood. The hood is fine, child. The hood got good food.
Mm.
Okay, like if you are a part of the community, you're a part of the community because the hood is based on relationships. So for me, it's a matter of you always, if the adoptive parents always want the child to be uncomfortable, but the adoptive parents are never in a space of discomfort, that's a problem for me. Like,
Mm.
why do you want to go? Why do this white family who've adopted this black child always want to go to the only white church? No, I need you to go to the Baptist church.
Mm.
I need you to know where they getting slain in the spirit. I need you to go where the choir is singing their ass off.
Uh, I got
I
you.
want you to. I want that adoptive parent to be uncomfortable because that black child is always uncomfortable. They wake up, they're the only black person in the household. They go to a family function, they're the only black child in the household. They go to school, they're the only black child in the school or the class or the group, whatever. That to me is not okay.
Mm-mm.
And that's my thought.
Oof.
That's it.
Okay.
Is that okay?
That's okay.
Am I gonna get us canceled?
No, not
I
yet.
hope not.
We'll see where the rest of these burdens you up go.
Oh, okay, Aaron, this is a good one.
Okay.
So the next, what burned me up is the way clothes are fitting currently in our
Oh yeah,
society.
man. I had this conversation with Hank, aka Bob Barker. Um, yeah, man, I looked in the mirror at myself. I said, God damn, where did this weight come from? And the clothes ain't fitting no more.
Mm, hmm.
So yeah, I agree with that one. Whoever thought of that one is yeah, clothes ain't fitting right. I mean, nothing fitting right. Socks barely fitting right now. Socks got a range. It ain't one size
Okay,
fit
and it's
all, but
like if it go from 6 to 12, if I'm 11, I should fit it, right?
right.
And I don't.
Yeah, none it
Yeah.
ain't fitting right. So
Mm-mm.
I agree with that one, man. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I feel like it's so funny because when I was in high school and I was in middle school, every like it was loose and baggy. That was how we
What?
wore our clothes. Like I was wearing a 38 pants for no reason because I was really in a 34. I was wearing a 2 or 3 or 4X t-shirt, asking my daddy when he washed them to make sure he don't dry them, hang mine up to dry because I didn't want to shrink. And I was nowhere near a 2, 3, or 4X.
Right, but
And
now,
now it's like everything want to be tight.
yeah, you gotta get that 2X. Now that large, extra large, it ain't fitting right. And then if it do fit, that shit shrink. Out
Mm.
maybe that's what they talking about, the material of clothes.
Ooh.
Cause I feel like the material of t-shirts ain't the same. You used to be able to get a good few washes out of a shirt before it started shrinking
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
and fading. Now you wash a shirt one time, it might fade.
Shrunk,
And fade.
faded,
Yeah.
not even working no more.
I like that
Oh,
one.
are you like you had like that? Okay, it's your turn next. What's the
Okay.
next burn me up? Y'all, we trying to move through the. I don't know if y'all feel like we rushing or not, but we want to move through as many as we can in the time that we're
Okay.
allotted.
The look you get by being a black male in a white area.
Ooh.
That's
Aaron,
a
I'm gonna let
tough.
you go on and go.
This is tough. I mean, I've experienced this quite often actually, especially when traveling. If you haven't seen the movie Crash and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that scene with Sandra Bullock when, she sees Ludacris and whatever walking down the street and she pulls her husband across the street and
Mm-hmm.
switches sides of the
Mm.
purse and all
Clutch
that
her
stuff.
pearls
Yeah, all
in
that
her
stuff.
purse.
That's
Mm-hmm.
that shit is real life and it's sad. Like
Mm-hmm.
you'll see people like let's say I was outside the hotel smoking, which I was, and I was in the smoking area. You'll get people to, walk all the way around the cars just to come, not to cross your path.
Mm.
Or you'll get people when you're walking, down the hallway of the hotel and it's
Mm-hmm.
late at
Mm-hmm.
night and um they'll clutch their purse or swoop it to the outside so you ain't close to their purse. Like, bitch, I don't want to steal your purse. Trust me.
At
I
all.
don't know if it's being black or is it the tattoos while being black, but
Mm.
I feel like that stereotype is just awful.
Yeah. Absolutely. You know, I get a lot of I will never forget when I first started working in the current school district that I'm working in.
Mhm,
And the school that I was working in is a predominantly black school. It's in the inner city, so on and so forth. And
mhm.
I remember people telling me, like, oh, well, you're a black male. So they'll listen to you. And this me, I'm like, hold on, wait a minute now. I went to a predominantly white middle school, predominantly white high school. I went to a Christian Baptist college. Like, I've always been the minority in any
Mhm.
spaces that I've been in. Why would you think these kids will listen to me? Oh,
'Cause you're
it's because
black.
I'm a black male.
Yeah,
And to me, that's absolutely ludicrous.
I think it's ignorant.
It's so ignorant.
I think that's the best way to say it is ignorant.
It's ignorant. Like, why? Why would you think that?
Ignorance.
It like why? Like, and I remember one time I was coaching a school, and the one of the people on the teams of that school told me, "Hey, can you be nicer to the principal?" And I said, "Oh, please explain. What do you mean?"
Right.
She said, well, you use a lot of big words, and the principal feels intimidated by you, and she feels that you think that she's stupid or you don't respect her, so on and so forth." So I said,
Well, if
"Okay."
she don't understand the words I'm saying, but everybody else do, then maybe her dumb ass is stupid.
But it wasn't that for me. Was I say, I'm the person at the table. I'm the only black person, male or
Uh-huh.
female, only black person at the table. I'm the only male at the table. And you're telling me to be nice to her. And the principal has been nothing but nasty and rude, disrespectful, condescending, whatever words you can or adjectives that you can think to describe this person negatively was what she was. And it's like, oh, but you're asking me to be nice. So I say, well,
You know why?
I,
Because now when you put yourself in that situation, you are now the angry black guy.
right,
So
right.
it's difficult as a black, because we have to worry about speaking our mind, but speaking our mind to only so far to get our point across where people don't feel intimidated by what you're
Mhm.
saying. You got to kind of just be like, I want to say this, but
I'm trying to be
I'm
nice
trying to be
to your
nice,
white
but
ass.
right, it ain't got to be white people. It could be Spanish. It could be anything. Ron. See,
Whatever.
that's what I'm talking about. Sorry, people. He been drinking a little bit, but go on. Let's go to the next one.
I want to say this before we go to the next one. I need people to check their own implicit biases.
Oh, okay. I agree with that.
That's it. Like,
I agree with that.
I feel like a lot of times people often think that because you are black
Hmm.
and or because you're a male and or because you are queer that
Hmm.
you aren't as smart as articulate. When somebody told me, like, oh, you're just so articulate and the principal doesn't like that, and I said, articulate in comparison to whom?
Yeah, I don't like that either. When people be like, "Oh, your emails sound so professional and so nice." Like, are you saying you didn't expect me to be educated?
That's what they're saying though.
But that's how I feel. I feel like they're saying that too. Like, oh, you should look at Aaron's emails. His emails look so nice. Like
Mhm.
now, I feel like you playing the pun and joke on me. You telling me, oh, your black ass ain't supposed to write this well,
Right.
unless
And,
it's
and
music.
but that's what they're saying. And preferably rap, not contemporary, not
Right,
gospel,
right.
not,
No, I can write.
no,
I
I can
can,
write.
I can
I'm
write.
smart. Like, I'm very smart.
Yes.
Like, let's be clear. But that's my issue with it all. I think that there are
Mm.
people who are not black, and you can say whatever it is, Greece, Russian, South Africa, I don't care. Like, we as black people, whether we are African American, African, whether whatever second
We
generation,
all over the world.
we're smart.
Oh, we
So
will.
don't ever think that we're not smart. Don't ever think like, oh, you heard a word or you read an email and think that, oh,
Because
I'm
what
so surprised.
Right, because what y'all don't understand is we read too, and maybe that word that we just used in that email is a word we just learned.
Okay.
Life is all about learning. Like I'm doing the same thing as you. You can learn the same words I can. It's called a fucking dictionary or thesaurus
Or
or
thesaurus.
whatever. You can learn these same words. I don't want us to keep on saying, "Oh, I like this." when I can say it in a more professional way.
Right. I can
Like,
say I'm enamored by this.
right, that's it.
Okay.
Just because we want to sound like Ti every now and then, expeditiously, like
Okay.
it's okay.
I can say quickly or I can say expeditiously.
Yes,
Right?
exactly.
Okay.
So, whew.
Ooh. All right. So the next one I have, because I'm going to the next one.
Okay.
And I want to spend too much time on one. This one says social media overload.
I think we should all take it. So we talk about boycotting shit, groceries and all that shit. We need to boycott social media. You know how much money they make off of you just getting on there daily? And if all of us togetherly,
Togetherly.
oh, that was the sweet tea whiskey. But if we all band together, like we don't even need social media.
Mm-mm.
Social media is nothing but it's propaganda. It's a lot of
Propaganda.
propaganda.
Yes.
And then who the fuck like these people live in false narratives on social media?
They
That's the
they they
other
telling
thing.
you how much money they make, but they don't got no gas in their car. They telling you how much money they make, but they have no furniture in their home.
I'd be
Okay.
on there just to see, but you don't see. I don't post a lot unless I mean if it's for the podcast, I'll post it. If it's something that works, maybe I'll post.
Maybe.
I don't post a lot because I don't want to give this false narrative. The people who don't know me, the people who know me, watch my stuff on social media, but they talk to me weekly.
Yes.
So they
Yes.
know, oh, Aaron's out of town. I might post something because I seen beautiful mountains.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. But y'all already knew I was out of town.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of people put on for social media. And when you don't need to. As much if you just imagine as much time as you spent on social media. For instance, that damn principal you talking about who didn't know the big words. If I bet she on social media a lot. If you spent half the time
Mm-hmm.
on social media
Say so.
as you do and research the stuff and
Mm-hmm.
learn new words
Mm-hmm.
and just learn in general.
Mm.
Like I say, man, it's good to just learn one thing a day. If you can learn one thing a day,
Just one.
it will that means that 7 things a week you're learning.
7.
Come on now.
Come on.
So with that, yeah, man, social media is good. I mean, it's entertainment. That's what you got to look at. But when social media becomes your life and you feel like people need to know what you're doing in life because of social media,
Yeah. Or it gives you validation.
yeah, why not? I don't
Know
know
who you I feel like this. Know who you are before
Right.
you enter into any circle or arena. Like know who you are. And that's I think that for
I
me,
think that's it. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Like social media, it's a gift and a curse. It's a
Yes.
gift because we're able to see stuff we weren't able to see.
Mhm.
But it's also or exposing per se.
Mhm.
But the curse is you got people living false narratives, and at this point now we're adding an extra thing in with AI. Which
Mhm.
is now it's like you're not going to be able to tell what's real and what's fake
Right.
at this point. So
Right.
it's a lot of fake news on social media, on all of the platforms. Let's just be real. TikTok I like more than others because I actually learn shit on TikTok. You go in there, you type what you want to learn, how to fucking make wine at home or whatever. You can find a video that's going to teach you that. Instagram is for people just posing. Facebook is more of a friends and family thing.
Mhm.
But guess what? Them friends and family, them people is fucking lying on who they are. They motherfucking, oh, I'm in Puerto Rico. You in Puerto Rico? Because, bitch, you going through an eviction right now.
Oh, you on
Duh.
Puerto Rico street.
Right.
That's what you're on Puerto Rico street. So when I saw like social media overload, I also thought about like the amount of energy that it
Mhm.
is taking people to talk about Diddy, talk about the beef between Drake and who is between Drake and who
Kendrick.
and Kendrick. Like we got a lot of shit going on that is meaningless, right? Like I feel like Drake and Kendrick, cool, whatever, blah blah blah. But yet we got kids who can't read. But yet we got kids in poverty. But yet we got people that's homeless. But yet we got our veterans who are struggling. But our
Right.
focus is on Drake
Social
and
media.
Kendrick.
Well,
Our focus is on all of the other dumb shit in the world. But like, why?
right. I mean, I say that too. Like, we got kids more focused on social media and having a social media handle than having a library card.
Okay. And can't read. Cannot read that.
Can't even read the disclaimer that they agreed to on social media when they made it. They
Right.
can't even read the whole thing, but they want one. That's what social media has made us blind to reality.
It's a distraction
Mhm.
because while we are looking at, Kendrick and Drake, or while we're looking at Nicki Minaj, or while we're looking at all these celebrities and people, there are laws being passed that can impact us. There
Correct.
are so many people in the world, like it's just so much, and it's like
Correct.
I
It's
need
so
people to
much.
stop and look at what's real
Yeah.
versus this fake shit.
Right. Right. And when you say what's real and what's fake, that means the people around you too.
Yeah. Oh, that did that feel good?
That did. Is
Oh,
it my turn?
it's your turn.
Oh,
How you knock one out the bowl? Okay. So yours says data clerks that don't want to do their job. So,
can we make that more specific? The people who don't want to do their job.
oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Data
Speak
clerk,
on it.
because we could start with data clerks and we can end with every fucking position. Everybody don't want to do a job nowadays. Like
Mhm.
your job is your job, and then the
And
problem.
do it.
I feel like the problem is people have gotten very complacent and they feel like jobs need them more than they need the job.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. That is problematic. Like I listen, Tony has people on his job who will not call out. They just won't come to work. And then they'll show up the next day like
Nothing happened.
nothing happened.
That's
The
people
fuck?
not data clerks not want to do their job, and I'm sure that means that it's extra work for you on the back end when they don't do their job, which means one thing: I need to be getting y'all's paycheck.
Okay.
It need to say on my paycheck via Miss Anderson or whatever it says because I did some of your job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like do your shit.
That's it. I gotta
Go to work, do your job, come to work on time. Don't want to do not too much extra, don't want to do less. Like, do your job.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was a good one.
Next, let's go.
Oh, next one.
Yeah.
This one is a one-word one.
What?
You ready?
Yeah.
The next one is inflation.
Oh, I mean, shit. That speaks for itself.
Volumes. Volume. I don't know about y'all, but the amount that it is costing to go to the grocery store, to go to the convenience mart, whatever you want to call it, like the shit is outrageous.
Outrageous.
It's outrageous. Like literally, I went to the store about a month ago I probably got 12 items, and my 12 items cost me $170.
Yeah.
And it was toilet paper, paper towel, laundry soap.
That's
the
big
basics.
three. That's the big three right there.
The big three.
Don't add
That shit was
trash
like
bag.
60.
Then you got a dog, so dog food. You got to plan your trips out.
Yeah.
You got, okay, this trip I'm getting my paper product. This trip I'm getting my meats, my produce. This trip I'm getting my snacks. This trips I'm getting miscellaneous. Because it'd be that way you spending maybe 60 to 80, 60 to 80. But it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
What we have to buy. That the taxes need to be lower or something.
But here's my thing. Toilet paper. I know I've talked about this before. We got a pack of toilet paper that was $32. $32 to wipe your ass and put it in the toilet and flush it. Like or trash bags.
Mm-hmm.
OMG.
We pay for sewage and shit, right? Y'all need the motherfucking supply trash bags.
That's what I feel. Like inflation is great. And people want to say, oh, we're gonna raise the price on minimum wage. We're gonna raise the price on people's salaries. We're gonna No, it's not about raising the price on stuff. It is literally about like making shit affordable. Because you can give me I can make $100,000, right? But if my rent, mortgage, etc., is 6,000, like that's a lot of money.
Right.
It's ridiculous. And so I need inflation to come on down, but that's
Come
just
on
me.
down.
Come
Yep.
on down.
All right. So
You
we
got
got
another one?
yes, the bear versus man debate. Oh, okay. So I'm
Okay.
glad I got this one. So all y'all that don't know what's going on with the bear versus man debate, they were asking women, polling women, and they were saying if you were stuck in the woods, who would you rather encounter, a bear or a man you didn't know?
Mm-hmm.
And I think almost 90 or whatever percentage of women, a majority of women said they'd rather encounter a bear.
Oh. A bear over a man?
Yeah. And here's the thing, as a man with a daughter, I agree with them.
Oh shit. Tell us about it.
I
Damn.
would rather my daughter encounter a bear
Mm-hmm.
in the wild
Mm-hmm.
than a man that she didn't know.
But why?
Why not?
Why so? Why sway?
Because I mean, with the bear, you got a chance. The bear is might, the bear might see the little girl, be like, oh, it's a little girl. Bears aren't dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest, bears aren't dumb, so they might see a little girl, they might walk the other way. She's harmless. She ain't trying to harm me. She's scared. They can sense,
Mm-hmm.
animals can sense that.
Mm-hmm.
A
Mm-hmm.
man in the woods by himself and a girl. We see it all over the news. You say you don't want to talk about Diddy, but we don't know. I have more faith in the bear walking away than that man walking away.
Mm. Oh, that's so serious. Like, it's crazy that we feel that way.
Now,
Like that a
would you
human being is
right.
is incapable or can be incapable of
But I mean,
having restraint.
but as much as everybody say, you got to look at life right now. A man, I mean, we'll say this: a woman will pick up a loose dog before she pick up somebody who needs a ride somewhere.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
And the
Absolutely.
dog might bite you, but the man might also hurt you too. And
Mm,
that's how they look at it. But I mean, we deal with a society where animals hold a higher respect
yes.
than man.
Yes. Yeah, and to me that's problematic. That's an
It
issue.
is. It is, but I mean, I'm not saying I'm against it, but like, because like the same thing. If my daughter was driving and it was a dog, that didn't have a home, a homeless dog, and then also a homeless man, and I said you got to choose one. I'm hoping she picked the dog before
Yeah.
that man, and it's
Yeah.
sad. But it's the same thing for women, though.
Yeah.
Like as a male driver, no,
Mm.
I mean it's probably not because a lot of male drivers, if a woman's asking for a ride, they're gonna pick up the woman before they pick up the dog
No, try not me.
because they're going to be expecting something
Yeah. Some ass.
that or titties or both. They're gonna want some mouth or something, but
Something.
that's just how where we are with the society.
Yeah. That's so sad that we've gotten here.
Mhm.
This is where we are as a society. That's so sad.
Mhm.
Okay, so I got another one, and we only gonna do maybe like two or three more. Oh, this one is. I feel like this one mm, hits home. So this burned me up is parents who refuse to parent
Mm,
their children.
mm.
I'm gonna be very honest with y'all.
Ooh, don't do it, Ronnie. Please don't do
I'm
it.
gonna do it. I don't care what you say. As in a person who works in education, as a person who works in education,
Mhm.
you have to know that we as people who work in education, our job is to teach your child to read, write, divide, multiply, know photosynthesis, know what happened in World War II, so on and so forth. Don't send your churn, and I say churn because
Sure.
I'm in the South. Don't send your churn to our school and they don't know how to spell their name. They older sibling. I'm like, oh, what's your little child name? Nook Nook. That is not their name.
That's what we
That's
call
not their
it.
name.
That's what we
That's what you
call
call.
it. Though.
No, you need to send your child to school with some foundations, with some
Mhm.
basics. Your child should come to school at 4 and 5 years old, knowing the ABC, knowing how to count to 1 to 10, so on and so forth. If you are not doing that, you're the problem.
Ooh.
I'm going to say it again. If you're not doing that, you are the problem.
Ooh, gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna leave it there. Like, you the problem. You are the problem. You need to parent your child. Do not think that we, as the educators, we are the people who working in the education profession, do not think that we supposed to do it all. You got to do your part. And if you're a shitty parent, just say you're a shitty parent and don't have no more kids.
Let me get off of that before Ronnie get us motherfucking expelled from school.
And guess what? If you expel from school, we got something for that too. Do your job as a parent, because you are the parent. You are the parent.
Oh Lord, Jesus.
Oh God, Aaron, you done took. Okay, hold on. Aaron got another one. Aaron got another one. Aaron got another one. Go ahead. Mm.
Baby moms that prevent good fathers from seeing their children.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I'm gonna have to take the mic on this one.
Take the mic, Aaron. Mm. Oh, child, I feel like this is. I feel like you boiling.
This is I have spoken out about what I feel as far as rights and um rights that fathers get. I think
Yeah.
that, if a woman has the ability to put a child on child support, a man should also have the ability to say, you don't want to have this kid? Well, I do.
Now, what's up?
I think
Mhm.
you can't be a good mother if you're not going to allow your child to see their father.
Mhm.
That makes you a shitty mother.
Oh, a shitty mother?
A shitty mother.
Shitty.
Shitty booty, a shitty booty mother. Because now, listen, you got to understand there is stuff. We can get into it. We could even say the sex of the baby, but we don't even got to go into that. Like, you as a mother,
Mhm.
if you do not let a good father,
Good father.
that's what it said in there, a good father. So that's
what
what I'm
the thing
telling you.
said.
If you do not let a good father be a part of that child's life, you do not have the right to say anything about how that child develops and becomes, because you chose that future.
You chose
You
that.
didn't allow that child to get a part of or be a part of that relationship with their father. So now you doing that has now said, whatever happens to my child, I'm taking full responsibility
Full.
because I raised them by myself. Now, if you don't allow your child to see their father, you shouldn't be asking for any financial support either. Then,
Oh, eh, none. Because my support means that I am an active participant
right?
in the rearing and the upbringing of said child. If I don't get a voice, if I don't get a choice in any of that, you don't want my money.
Yeah, and that goes back to the government because I mean, even when you have a kid, if you have a kid outside of being married, you have to go to court, pay $1,200 to get legitimized in the state of Georgia to say that you are even if you signed a birth certificate, you have to go to court and establish your right for your child. So you got to pay $1,200 to say this is my child, and then they're gonna put you on child support just because.
Just because. Ooh, Aaron, I feel like that burnt you up real bad.
Oh, I think this is a good one to end up on, Ronnie.
So we got two more.
Two more?
Two more. I got one, you got one.
Okay. So you want to go first?
I'm gonna go first. So the next burn me up, and again, it wasn't my burn up, this was in the comments, was bad food at the cookout.
Shit.
So let me be very clear to the people who are listening. I want to be very, very explicit and clear. right?
I'm gonna let you expound. Go
I
ahead.
want you to. I want to be able to expound on this. Black people,
Mm.
especially if they are at a corporate business event, we don't like pot. We do not. And I'm speaking for all Black people because all of them are going to say the same thing. We do not like a potluck.
Oh no.
We don't. Let me be very clear. We don't like the potluck, and it's for multiple reasons. But I'm gonna give you 2 or 3. First of all, if we don't like you, we not eating from you.
Yeah, you gonna have that same dish that you came to the potluck with. You leave it with the same shit. It's gonna be leftover.
Full. We don't like. If I don't like you, I'm not eating from you. And there's a lot of y'all people in the job that we don't like. That's first of all. Second of all, you do crazy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Do not put raisins in the potato salad. Our mamas ain't do that, and we don't like it.
Oh,
okay?
No.
If you want us to eat it, we don't like that. We don't like it. We don't like it. We don't like it. Do not put raisins in the potato salad, okay? And don't put olives in the pasta salad because we don't like that shit neither, okay?
But we do like seasoning on our food.
And that takes me to number 3. We like seasoning. You think it's spicy, you think it's peppery, you think it's salty. We like seasoning, okay?
And salt and pepper aren't seasoning.
That's not seasoning. That's the base.
That's the base.
That's the base. So do not bring your bad butch, blonde bodied ass over here, and you want to put your coleslaw on the table. Because let me tell you what we do. I'm gonna tell you what we do. And Aaron, can I tell her what we do? Okay, so let me tell you what we do. There is always a Black person helping to set up. Okay. And that person who's helping to set up has put all the white people shit, or excuse me, have put all of the shit we won't eat. Unseasoned. You got too many cats. You don't wash your hands when you come out of the bathroom. You sneeze in your food. They have put all that shit to the side, and they're telling all the other Black people, don't eat that shit over there. To the left.
That's from Miss Margaret.
That's Miss Margaret.
8 cats in her house, and she feeds them with her hand and doesn't wash them afterwards.
And she feeds them with the spoon too that she stirs with. We don't like that shit, okay? So for Black History Month next year, don't do no potluck. Black people don't like that. You can go get us some chicken from the Publix, the Kroger, and you can get up. If you do a covered dish potluck, we cool, cause it's covered. We don't know you, Samantha, with the 4 cats, and your cats is walking on the stove. We don't like that. We don't trust you. We don't know you, and most importantly, we don't like you. So don't do that.
In the words of Kendrick, they not like us.
They're not like us. So don't do that. So no more potlucks unless it is a covered dish purchased from a store. Do not do that. Black people don't like that. We don't like it. We don't like it. It's not a thing for us. So don't do it no more. Okay? And don't put no raisins in the potato salad. Okay? We don't want too much mustard in the potato salad. Okay? We want seasoned food. So if it don't taste spicy to you, we don't want it. We like seasoned food, okay? We use Lawry's, LOWRY''S, Lawry's seasoning salt.
At the minimum.
At the minimum. And that's a staple. It's a staple. Like, don't do that. We don't like it. We don't like it. We don't like it. No me gusta.
If your recipe says came from Paula Dean,
unless it's the Black people in the kitchen cooking at the Paula Dean, we don't like it.
We need you to get something else, okay?
Okay. So no potlucks for the Black people. Okay. And seasoned food.
Okay, so now let's say this. Let's say if I was a white person, I was coming to the barbecue.
Bring the drinks. the drinks, the paper products.
What about the meat? You can. I'll bring them early so you can marinate them.
No. Cook them yourself. No.
Okay. Okay. I was just asking for
White people coming to the black people party, get together. This is what you want you to bring. We want you to bring the paper products, the plates, the alcohol, right? We want you to bring the plates, the cutlery. We want you to bring the alcohol, because y'all do bring good alcohol now, honey. Y'all will bring the alcohol. Bring that. Unseasoned food, don't bring that.
And if you smoke, you could bring the weed too. Preferred not laced, but
not laced.
You know,
not laced. Don't do that. We don't like that. Black people like smoke weed. That's all we want is smoke weed. They want to smoke the weed, the reefer. Do not bring none of your other shit from your cousin Rebecca. We don't want that. Don't do that. All right, Aaron. So we're gonna do the last one, and then we're gonna get up out of here. Okay, you ready?
Last one.
Aaron Norfleet, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, I'm gonna let you read it.
Bio parents unwilling to tell the truth. Ronnie, I want you to start that off. Because...
Well, I got to start off. You read it.
Oh, you want me to talk about
I want you to talk about it.
Let me take the mic again.
Oh, shit. Okay, take the mic.
Bio parents that don't tell the truth.
Say so.
I don't let people in my life that don't tell the truth. And those are people I've known for years. I barely even know you. So you not telling the truth, that makes me not even want to be a part of your life even more. Now, listen, you too grown to be lying, doing these the fibs and all that shit. It's you too old for that. We at the age where if you can't tell the truth, then you don't need to talk to me at all.
At all.
And that's all I have to say on that, Ronnie. I'm gonna let you take it from there because I don't like liars. Okay. I don't like people that if you can't tell the truth now and you this old, that means even when you was younger, you was lying throughout your teeth then. And so then now everything you say, I don't know what's the truth or the lie. And if I gotta decipher what I think is the truth and the lie, then I don't need to have no conversation with you.
Now see, Aaron, now you told you was gonna give me the mic, but then you didn't give me the mic, you kept talking.
There you go. The mic is yours.
All I'm saying is this, and I'm being nicer than my brother because my brother he's him. This is all I'm saying. It's a lot being a person who was adopted, right? And so if you are unwilling or unable to be honest about the truth, right. Then just say, I don't want to talk to y'all. Right. Like I can respect that.
Exactly.
I can respect that. Right. I can respect that. If you can't do it, just say you can't do it and keep it pushing. But what I cannot respect is you gaslighting. And I love Eric Mays because Eric Mays said, "Oh, you a gaslighter." I don't like that. Don't try to make me feel. Yeah, R.I.P. Eric Mays. I don't want you to think that I'm a fool because you're trying to play me for a fool and I don't like it. So don't do that. Here's what you can do. Be honest with me or be honest with the other folk. You had all these kids. You chose adoption for them. Be honest about it. Or just say, that is a chapter in my book that I'm not willing to open. Close. That's it.
Yeah, because I could tell you to go fuck yourself after that too.
Yeah. And that's it.
That go for people. Let's not even say this is just for bio parents. That's for everybody.
Everybody.
But I'm just not gonna put y'all on a different pedestal because I don't know y'all from my left hand. I only eat with my left hand. I do everything else with my right. So I only know y'all a little bit. And this is brand new. So I don't feel like I owe you shit.
And you don't owe me shit.
Right. And that goes for everybody. As bio parents, you should at the very least, you owe kids that you've given up for adoption the truth.
Be honest. And if you're unwilling to be honest, just say, yeah, I don't want to talk about that. Click.
I'm glad you're doing great. That makes me feel wonderful. But that's
as far as we go.
I did a closed adoption for a reason. That part of my life I'm not willing to revisit. That's all it takes.
And don't ask me again.
And that's it. And then you can go fuck yourself.
With 2 dildos with no lube. So
Ronnie gotta get us in trouble.
This has been an amazing season finale for season 2. We are looking forward to getting back with you all, and we're going to start back in July. And guess what? We have news for y'all. We have news. Aaron, can we share the news?
Yeah, go ahead and share the news with me.
The news is we are going to go to weekly content for you all. So we're going to continue to do our thing, but we're going to do it weekly instead of bi-weekly. So if you love Firepit Conversations and you love what we talk about, please be sure to make sure you follow us on Instagram at Firepit Conversations.
Or TikTok at firepit_conversations.
And if you do nothing else, please make sure that you bring your drink
And your smoke.
and come sit at the fire pit.